What's up, y'all? This is your boy Scotty, and we're here for another review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 13, Episode 3. So let's get on into the drool. I guess we opening up with Drew and Raph. Now, the last time we saw Drew and Raph, they were arguing because Raph was gone for 3 days and he didn't tell Drew where he was. And I feel like he is a gaslighting ass nigga. He doesn't see the error of his ways at all. And it's very tense in the room amongst the kids. But you know, this is what parents try to do. They try to, you know, hold it together for the sake of the children. They don't want the children to notice that there's something going on. So after they feed the kids breakfast and all of that, they sit down with their mama, with Drew's mama or whatever. And Ralph really feels like he's being double teamed. Like, I just feel like Ralph is, I don't know. I just think that he feels emasculated for whatever reason. I think he thinks that this is the 1950s and that he's supposed to be the man that's supposed to be running every goddamn thing, and Drew is not supposed to say a word about nothing, and that's just not the way shit works these days. It's 2020, baby. We don't do that shit no more. Like, I think he wants her to just sit down, shut up, deal with him being gone for 3 days, not ask no questions, and just move the fuck on. And that's just not the case here. Like, nigga, you left Atlanta, went down to Tampa, and didn't tell your wife where you was at. Didn't tell your wife if you was by yourself or if you was with anyone else. And that's just a bunch of BS to me. Like, how do you think that shit is going to be cool, and how you think that shit is going to fly? It's never going to fly, bitch. It's never going to fucking fly. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say the word bitch? You know, people are so upset about me using that word. You know, people are also accusing me of being... Let me not go there. I left the petty shit in Potomac now. So now we get into changing faces, which is Latoya and Drew. And they meet up and they have this phony ass, you know, girly-fied ass conversation. And I'm just... Latoya and Kenya are just so fake and forced. And it's just like, girl, like, y'all doing way too much too soon. Like, you don't even know Kenya, and Kenya don't even know Latoya. And I just feel like Latoya is just happy. No, Kenya just so happy to have somebody on her side that's going to be just as messy and vile as she can be sometimes. And I just think that it's ridiculous for them to constantly keep talking about Drew and her wigs. Like, can y'all please stop? Like, for real, for real. They're completely being mean girls. They're constantly talking about her wigs. They're constantly saying this about her. They're saying that about her. And I just think that it's really ridiculous at this point. Like, find something else to talk about. Because if somebody say anything about Kenya and her hair, she'll get upset. And what's really funny to me is that with the Kenya stands that I've been seeing on Twitter and Instagram and all this other stuff, y'all mad at Drew because she threw her shade at Kenya and her wig and her real hair or whatever she threw her shade at on Twitter and Instagram. But y'all fail to realize that Kenya and Latoya especially have been coming for Drew from the very beginning. So she got every right to drag Kenya for what she wants to. But I'm gonna need for Drew to also drag Latoya, because that bitch is just as vile as Kenya is being right now. And I just think that they're being complete mean girls, and I'm not feeling that shit not one bit. Okay? Then they start taking pictures of each other for a damn dating site and they both married. Like, girl, bye. So the Golden Girls, Cynthia, Kenya, and Candy, they all working out or whatever. And then after they work out, they start talking about other shit. Like, they talk about Riley and how she's about to go to college. And not only do they start talking about that, but then they start talking about, let's see, they talk about Cynthia's wedding and how she feels about COVID really affecting the way that she wants to do her wedding. She wants to do her wedding where it's like 200 people, but being that it's COVID-19 out right now, there's certain guidelines that she got to follow. She don't know if she's going to have that dream wedding that she really, really wants. They're talking about prenups and things of that nature, and you would think that how smart Kenya perceives herself to be, that she would have a prenup. She don't have one. So now any type of thing that she got in her and Mark get a divorce, Mark is liable to try to take that from her. You would think that she would be smart enough to know that you need to get yourself a prenup. You see, Candy made sure to get her shit on lock. And Cynthia, if you smart, you need to do the same thing that Candy did, okay? Get your shit, protect yourself, because you never know what could happen. I'm really acting like I give a fuck about reviewing this show, because I really don't. Okay, so Portia and Lauren, they're in the truck, and they wind up going to Tanya's sister's house, and Tanya is picked up, and they all get in the car, and they start talking about, like, how the quarantine has affected their lives. Portia started talking about how it affected her relationship, and how she's no longer with Dennis, how it affected Tanya's relationship. Lauren talked about her shit. So, you know, they just talk about all the things that they have been dealing with quarantine. For me, it feels like I haven't quarantined at all because I am an essential worker and I still have to go out. So it doesn't matter. It's just like whatever. So now we meet Fallon, and we heard a lot of things about her over the summer when she first came on the show, and I guess the thing of it was, they were saying that she came in mid-season, but this is just the 3rd episode. But what I'm believing is that because Portia had to sit out twice from filming when she was out there protesting, she had to quarantine herself for 14 days and could not be amongst the rest of the group. They probably gotta, that's probably why she hasn't been filming with the group just yet, because she had to quarantine like twice before she could be around the group. So that's probably why. But apparently Fallon is beautiful and loaded. Her husband looks creepy as a motherfucker. They jump in the pool having a nice little girls' day. Then they start talking about Black Lives Matter and all this other Who Shot John stuff that I'm not finna talk about, because I'm ready to get this damn review over with. Because I'm not gonna get no views on it anyway, because don't nobody give a fuck about the season. So Ralph and Drew discussed buying a house. Ralph already got the shit together. Drew just have questions, and he don't like the fact that she's asking questions, as if she's not supposed to ask any questions when it's her money on the line. Hopefully, Drew has her name on this house just as well as Ralph's, because baby, with the way this shit going, y'all ain't gonna make it. I hate to say it, but y'all not gonna make it, Drew. Y'all not. Then Cynthia and Mike, they go to the wedding venue. They look at it. They like it. Whatever. Mike's whole concern is, are we really gonna get married on 10/10/2020? Are we really going to get married that day? Because look at the way things going. Cynthia is way more concerned about a wedding and not a marriage. When you really, really love somebody and you really want to marry them, you would marry them in jeans and a tank top. Because I've always said, if I ever get to the point to where I want to get married to somebody, I don't give a fuck about none of this extra lavish shit, okay? I don't care. I'm a simple ass dude. I don't care about none of that stuff. We can get married right in this backyard at my mama's house, and I can have all my close friends there. It ain't that many of them, so I can have my close friends there, my close cousins sitting out there on the porch, and we can get married just right here and have K. Michelle VSOP playing in the background and have a ghetto affair. I don't give a fuck, because when you love somebody, that shit don't matter. And it's COVID-19. Ain't nobody trying to get caught up in your super spreader shit at all. So she just constantly contradicting herself. So Cynthia just want another wedding. She don't care about no damn marriage to Mike. She just want another wedding. And child, listen, I'm done. Whatever. This is it. I'm done.